downtown Detroit, the Motor City. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Detroit Lions.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And able to get this out to the 25. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Rodgers.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a first and 10
at the 33-yard line.
180. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
You look at this Steeler defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
76. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
20. Hey, kill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Fielded at the 33. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Aiden Hutchinson.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off play action. Here's Goff. Well, that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
180.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
White 20.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's Goff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown,
His 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard
line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Rodgers now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
319.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Pulled in at the 24. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
20.
Now gone.
Oh, a short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
180. Hardball. Super 1.
Now it's gone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
Return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
2nd and inches at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Rodgers.
That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
Austin is there and brings in another one.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
And he lost the football. And the offense will hold on to this one right at the 5-yard line. Lucky there.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs.
Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 50-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Goff.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
That's another.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Hey, get the last one in.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Steelers 7.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Got his man, it's Gainwell.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers to throw once more. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
Here's Rodgers.
At the 42-yard line.
That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth.
timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
The Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Like 20. We're good. We're good. 11. 11.
Goff now looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
56 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Lions 21, Steelers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down 2nd and right of the yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle.
He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 on the play. And the Steelers first down.
Go to 50. Hey, you.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete. Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he's fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. And Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And good running there as he'll take this all the way out to midfield.
10 more there and another 1st down. The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
20. 5. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Hey, tick 26. Inside.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
319.
Now Rodgers got to have this one.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of the first. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's good.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
2nd and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Out of the gun, Goff. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
258! Yeah, live.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
A short one there to Fryermuth.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
258!
And again, it's Rodgers.
Austin brings in the quick throw.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On the give, it's Warren.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
What's up?
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
17. 180. Listen. 4 down.
Goff going to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Intended for Jamison Williams. Incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
20.
Now it's gone.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game. Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Gonna look deep for Wilson.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
26.
A handoff for Warren.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down.
And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
158.
Back to throw. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. A lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.